How to solve Leetcode question 20 valid parentheses, and this is an easy Leetcode question. So given a string of s containing just the characters, the bracket, and then there's different characters, determine if the input string is valid. An input string is valid if the open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets. Open brackets must be closed in the correct order. So look at the example here. If it's left and then right, and then it will return true because it's closed by the same type of brackets. And then like this one, it's also the same type of brackets. It got closed. While the second example, it returns true. And this one, because there are different types of brackets, so it returns false. There are some constraints here. And then this is a Leetcode question asked by so many different companies, and it's a very typical like basic stack question to practice on. And Amazon asked this question 37 times in the last 6 months, so definitely wanted to understand the basics. And this is as you can see, this is a stack question, and there's some similar questions here. Hint: so an interesting property about a valid parenthesis expression is that a sub-expression of a valid expression should also be a valid expression. If you take a look at this, and this is not like a one open and one closed, because they are also like 3 opening and 3 closed, right, at the same time, and it's still considered a valid. You basically wanted to make sure in the end that they are able to close. So in this case, you look at this problem, you already know this is a stack problem. So stack problem is, or for a stack, is basically, I like to think a stack as like a bucket. If you add one, if you add something like 1, 2, 3, right? When 3 is the last one added to the stack. If I want to start popping from the stack, when I pop, 3 will get removed. The step 3 will get popped. So that's basically the idea. The main point is that when we're doing this kind of question is when you are adding these opening or the left bracket or right bracket, you want to make sure that, for example, the first one is this, right? When the next character is something else, let's say it's this, then it's a left bracket, and obviously they cannot be closed, right? So I'm gonna continue to add it to the stack, continue to add. And if the next character is the right bracket, so basically that this can be closed, because so in when I'm about to check this one, so I need to go through every single character in the string, and then if this is the right side, and I'm gonna check the last item, the last character in the stack, to see if this guy is a match with this guy. If they are, what I'm gonna do is pop this value when I'm handling this case. Sorry. So I'm gonna pop this guy, so that meaning that they get closed. So the idea is that every time when you add a thing, add a left or right bracket, you want to check that if you can empty the stack, because in the end, if you could empty the stack, that means that everything is closed properly. If you cannot, or if there are still items left in the stack, that means you will have to return false in this case. I think you will understand this better when I show you how to do this in code. So let's just do this. And I'm gonna do a left bracket and a right bracket. I'm gonna put 3 left bracket in one case and make sure also making sure that they match each other in this case. So it's this one and also one more bracket in this case. Sorry, can't type here. And then the right side, I want to make sure that I'm matching the bracket that I use here, and then this one, and then one more, just this the right bracket. So the left array includes all left ones, and the right one include all right ones. And I'm gonna initialize a stack to use in this case to continue to add items and popping items from here. So for character, they set characters, right? For character, in every single character in this string that they defined here, what I'm going to do is if the character in the left, if C in left, right? If the character is any left side of the string, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack dot append. I'm gonna append this character to the stack that I initialized. Else is basically if the character is in the right bracket, if the character is in the right bracket, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check if there's any items, any characters in the stack. If there are things in the stack already, and also the last item in the stack, so the top of the stack equals to the correspondent left character. I'm going to do this check. So the last item in the stack is stack -1. And if the last item equals to the left correspondent, so I'm going to get the index from the right side, if that makes sense to you. So I'm going to get the right, for example, this is the right side character that I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna get the index of this one. So because I typed them all with the same index number, so let's say if it's this one, then the index is 0 and a left side index 0. So if the top of the stack equals to the left bracket, when I try to add this guy, so what I'm gonna do is stack.pop. I'm gonna pop this guy. So eventually, hopefully, to get the stack to empty. And then if the value does not equal to that, then I'm gonna have to return false, because simply that I would not be able to close this properly. And then so after I going through every character in the string, in the end, what I wanted to make sure is the string is empty, right? So return not stack. This is just how you write it in Python, basically meaning that the after you go through it, and if not stack is true, it will return true. If not stack is false, it will return false. Let's see. Yep, it go through. I hope this is helpful. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll have more questions coming for you soon. And I'll see you. Bye bye.